Hello everyone, welcome here to Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri. Nixa taking on the Glendale Falcons. Nixa comes in this one 8-0, looking to extend their COC football win streak. They have not lost a COC football game in 742 days. That dates all the way back to October 14th, 2022 against the Republic Tigers. I'm Aiden Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. This game is going to be good for one team. It's just a matter of the other team's got to have a miracle if they want to win this one, and that other team, of course, being the Glendale Falcons.
Yeah, Glendale, I think this week their main focus was stopping Dylan Rivera. He had 6 touchdowns last week on Ozark. Nixa once again captured the backyard brawl, and they all played great on all cylinders. One bad thing coming out of that game, though, there's a little scare with Adam McKnight and the head injury, concussion protocol, stuff like that. But he's a go for tonight, and he'll be playing, and we'll see how that affects Nixa's offense.
Yeah, we talked earlier about what Glendale needed to win this game, and what that one thing was to win this game was they needed McKnight and all those people to be injured, which is a horrible thing to say. But that's what Glendale needed, and McKnight's back, Keelan Flynn's back, Jacob Grimm's back. Only starter that's not playing tonight is Barron Johnson with a total unrelated injury to everything else. So that was that's just how the cookie crumbles there. I mean, they're going to have to battle hard against Nixa, and they're going to have to figure out a way to beat this Nixa Eagles team on both sides of the ball. Because with Adam McKnight out, that gives you a little grace on the pass, because you know that you have to focus on the run. But now that you focus on the run, that means the pass is going to open up when Adam McKnight comes back, which is going to be hard for the Glendale Falcons today.
Yeah, like you said, Nixa, their offense is three-dimensional. They can run the ball, pass the ball, and play action, which gives them a mix of both, which is very hard to stop. So Glendale's defense is going to have to come up big with their offense. They had a game-winning touchdown against Ozark a couple weeks ago, and that showed their passing game it can shine. And I'm pretty sure it's a pretty long pass for the win, but that passing game is going to have to come in tonight if they want to win, because I think that'll be a big part of beating Nixa, getting those big plays and kind of keeping Nixa's defense on their heels. Yeah,
McCoy Silva and Randy Flint are going to be tested in the secondary this week, as Glendale is a pass-heavy team. They do like to pass the ball. They have a really great athletes on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. But one thing I noticed when I was looking around during roll-ups is that just the roster size between Glendale and Nixa is just so different. Glendale's such a small team. Nixa is huge. They were just lining up their whole team around this thing, and it probably stopped around the 30-yard line. I mean, go on the 30-yard line. If the Nixa defense, if the Nixa team lined up coast to coast, it'd probably go to the 50 or 45 on the other side. I mean, it's the difference in players from the team is definitely a big eye opener. And Glendale subs they're not going to have many subs Nixa does. So that's also what helps Nixa on the football side of the business.
Yeah, and it also just it shows the culture that John Perry has built since he brought to this team. He's gotten more players that want to play football. Obviously, like you said, they got more on the team. And it helps you, like you said, with subbing. Players don't get tired as much. You have more depth to receiver. That's why you sub a lot running back. And, yeah, it's just the culture he's built. It's been amazing, and that's really what's helped them to this 8-0 start. They want to go 9-0 this week, and hopefully I'm pretty sure they secured the bye for the district championship next week, so they'll be rolling good in the playoffs.
All right, now we're going to talk about a little bit more of the game later when we get back in the booth, but now we're going to roll straight to COC picks. Some big games this week. Me and Brady are both tied at 40-8. This is not in this season, though, so whoever wins after this does not win the COC picks. It will end whenever Nixa is out of the playoffs or whatever. So we'll pick playoff games or COC games around the playoffs. We'll figure that out later. The first game we're going to look at is going to be Waynesville at Lebanon. Waynesville 0-8, Lebanon 4-4. I don't see this game being close at all. Jax Glendale and that Lebanon offense has been rolling ever since their first win of the season. They also had a really good game against Nixa's defense, too, which kind of eye-opened. That Nixa run defense seemed to be worked on a little bit by Rob Richardson. But I think Lebanon's going to go at home against Waynesville, and they're going to take care of them pretty easy. I have Lebanon winning that one 49-14.
Yeah, I got Lebanon 42-7. And like you said, Jax Glendale, I think he's the X factor in almost every game they play. He tested the Nixa run defense, and he ran all over them. I think he had over 100 yards against us, and that's good against such a great team and defense that we have. So I think Glendale's going to have a great game, and they're going to come up on top.
Republic at Willard. Republic comes to this one 6-2. Willard, the total opposite. They're 2-6. Republic, such a great team. Their offense, they showed their offense doesn't need a great quarterback to function. As last week, their backup was in, and they absolutely dominated against Neosho. This game should be an easy one for the Republic Tigers. I have them winning this one 42-7.
Yeah, I got 49-14 Republic. I just think they had a dominant win last week, and I think they're still rolling on that high. I think it's just going to be domination, like you said. Willard's just not a great football team.
Neosho at Carthage. Neosho 5-3. Carthage 7-1. Neosho gets their starting quarterback Kate Speedman back, which has been the X factor for their team all year. He has been the player that's helped them on the offensive side of the ball. He has ran their whole offense this whole time, and so it's gonna. It's been pretty interesting as Neosho has they've been struggling without their quarterback, but he comes back now, and I think that they're going to put up a fight, but I think Carthage is going to walk away with this one 28-21.
Yeah, I got Carthage in a close one as well, 21-17. I've liked Carthage ever since I watched them against Nixa. They had a bad game, but they've really rebounded after that, and Carthage, I think, is the second best team in the COC, obviously shown by their record as well, but they just play with such grit, and I like their offense as well with the running game a lot, and I think they're going to win 21-17.
Ozark at Kickapoo. This game has many, many implications for the district game. Whoever wins gets a bye. Whoever loses has to face the 5 seed, which will be Waynesville. So it's going to be an interesting game how it goes. Ozark, Kickapoo, two great teams. I think Ozark has a really good passing game, short-wise, just not long-wise. Sam Clark looked a little beat up after that backyard brawl last week. Kickapoo, they can pass. They can also run just a little bit, but their running back is injured, and I'm going to have to go towards Kickapoo here. They're at home, have all their student sub-iders support. I've been winning this one 28-24.
I got Ozark 20-17. I think they're going to look at last week's film against Nixa. They're going to see they have the talent there. They just need to use it correctly. They used Sam Clark all first half, got him hurt, and they couldn't use him the rest of the game. Then they had to rely on Easley, and once Nixa figured that out, they couldn't use him. So I think they're going to spread out the ball more. Look at that film, see what they did wrong. And I think they're going to beat Kickapoo in a nail-biter 2017.
Joplin at Webb. Joplin 5-3, Webb 3-5. Webb coming off two heartbreaking losses these past 2 weeks, and that's how my picks are to pick out this week. Because I think Webb is going to finally get over the hump, get a good win on their schedule. I think they're going to upset Joplin at home 21-14.
I think the home factor is going to be there for Joplin. Joplin is, they're a great team. They got good fans, obviously hostile environment like Nixa, and they have been good all year. Their bad game that I've seen against Nixa and Webb City, they've been disappointing this year. They haven't been who they usually are, and I think Joplin wins 31-24. I just think they're the better team. I like their pass game that they use a lot, and I think that's going to help them win the game.
We're going to step aside for the national anthem. We'll be back for the last COC pick in just a moment.
Stand together as our Falcon Regiment.
Welcome back here. We were in the middle of COC picks. We got interrupted by the national anthem there. Nixa at Glendale, last pick of the day. I don't think this game's going to be close. I don't think there's a chance this game is close. They're going to need lots of things that go wrong on the Nixa side of the ball if they want to come out of this one, even being a close game. I think Nixa comes away with this one 56-7.
Yeah, I got the same exact score as you, 56-7. I think Nixa, short and sweet, they're the better football team. They're just their offense is gonna dominate and their defense is gonna dominate, and I don't think Glendale is really gonna be able to do any much about it. Nixa has been rolling all season. I think they're gonna roll into the bye next week with a win.
About 15 minutes till game time. We're gonna step aside. We will see you guys back in the booth.
Big trucks. It doesn't matter if it's the truck that washes the streets or the John Deere that mows the yard or the school bus. All the kids love the trucks. So when you say big rig night, community helper night, they want to be here. They can't wait to come. The police department and the ambulance and the firefighters, they are all so great about letting the kids just jump right in their car and look around and touch everything and ask a lot of questions and honk the horn and make the sirens go.
Yes, they love coming and seeing all the trucks and all the things they get to do and sit in them. And what's your favorite, Everett? What do you think? The dump truck. The dump truck's definitely our favorite, yeah. The stuff that does all the moving and makes all the noise.
Parents as teachers, we do home visiting, and a lot of people are familiar with that. What they don't know is we do have a lot of these group connections where families can get together and they can kind of meet each other and get to know other families and parents who have children with the same age, so they can maybe even see each other out and about in Nixa again at the park and get together and play and come here and do this as well. So our group connections are really important to really get our community together and to get our families together as well.
We write it down when they put out the events and make sure we make it happen. Yeah, it's a good way to meet other families and in the area.
When they see the school bus, when they see the lawnmower, when they see the ambulance and the police car, their faces just light up and they are so excited to be here. And it just makes all the hard work that everybody puts in to do this just more enjoyable and rewarding.
The more hands-off we are, the better Ferris wheels we get. Because they're actually learning to think through, problem solve, teamwork, all the things you'd want to teach kids to do, they're doing it on their own without us intervening. Now, of course, we might have to jump in every now and then, but for the most part, we're like, where do you want the hot glue? Why did you design it that way? And we're just leading with those critical thinking questions, and they're creating amazing designs.
So first, we decided to do just popsicle sticks right here and also a smaller base, and then we decided that we wanted to make a really big one, so we made a bigger base, bigger wheels, and we used straws. And then the yarn, we were gonna pull it and then it would spin, but that didn't work so well, so we used the dowel.
This side was a lot easier because we had hot glue, but then they started not letting us use hot glue because they figured it was going by quicker. So this side we really struggled with, because this side we only had normal glue, which takes a long time to dry and it's a lot more flimsy, and tape. So this is normal glue with tape over it before it even could dry.
Here's our standard. We have to create a problem and create a design and solve a problem. And with engineering, they're just learning. This didn't work, oh, it doesn't spin. Okay, I could jump in and say, this is why it doesn't spin, remember? But it's so much more powerful to their learning when they go back and say, you know what, we messed up. Our axle is not spinning and this is why our Ferris wheel isn't working. And then they make that connection and they fix it. They are so proud of themselves because they did it themselves.
I was really frustrated because the base, so we had it right here glued, and then the next day we figured out it just fell.
What I wrote down in my notebook is that we did disagree quite a bit because honestly I don't work well with groups. I don't know about them. I mean, I'm one of those people who works better alone, but at least these people are my friends, so I do work better with my friends than just random people in my class. Building can take a long time, and that you need to have the right things to build it with, and just lots of time.
Don't get frustrated, it's just to see if you can do it.
To all the people who will probably be doing this next year if they're in 3rd grade, try not to give up, even though it seems really hard. Just keep trying because it's gonna be hard at first. honestly, the first time that this fell over in the beginning, I was ready to cry because I didn't have any faith we were going to be able to make it. And here we are standing in the hall getting interviewed because we actually did make it.
Well, teaching in itself is an interesting profession, and I love it, and I'm so passionate about it, and I'm thankful for that because it is a hard job. There's a lot of teachers that really struggle to keep that passion going, and you have to kind of change things up and have that perspective and love and passion for kids and remember your why. So I think just having that energy, which sometimes you have to pull from the kids in order to find it, but that's a big piece of it. And I think as a teacher, I'm very fortunate to be in a district that is this amazing with education and community support. And there's a lot of districts in the world that don't have that. And that helps a great deal.
Our teachers played a big role that day in making that plan come to fruition. So without our teachers opening their classrooms, I don't think the day would have been what it was. And so we really appreciate our teachers. Our Nixa teachers are always very open door policy, and I really appreciate that.
So it was a teacher recruitment day, and I went and volunteered with kindergartners, Miss Edwards' class. And basically the entire day, I just watched her, saw how she taught, saw different things that she did, helped the students whenever they needed it, and like participated in whatever activities they did. And I just kind of got gravitated towards it, and it was a nice opportunity, and I got a lot of insight out of it.
I absolutely loved that day. Something that I found very interesting was I plan on going and teaching high school students, but I got to work with fourth graders that day, and I loved just learning about how some of the differences are in the way that like your relationships are with the students and with the parents, and it was very interesting talking to the teacher and some of the things they did in the classroom.
I would say more than ever, being a teacher can make a difference in a child's life because society has changed a bit. We are very technology focused, and we've been a little isolated from each other. So more than ever, we need people in the classrooms that will provide relationships and caring and emotional support. And so I think more than ever, we need teachers that make a difference in the classroom.
This has
Fans, thank you to Mercy for sponsoring tonight's game. Whether it's an unexpected delay of game, waiting in a long line for popcorn and a soda, or stuck in the endless fan traffic leaving the park, no one likes to wait. Mercy is eliminating the wait for great health care. Their online tools mean you can get the care you need now. Just go to mercy.net/fans now for the doctor's visit, urgent care, or expert health advice you need now. Find care now at mercy.net/fans now. More of what you need from Mercy now.
Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the barrel's in your mouth. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, yeah. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out. VIP coming live from the VIP. Heard the nightlife, lost life, what I need. Multi feds in the state wanna see by me. The whole city got pissed, heard he got 3. That other rapper got a hit and shouted he not out. Who set the city on fire soon as he got 3? The king back now. Raws don't even know how to act now. Hit the club, strippers getting naked before I sat down. Still ballin', money stacked tall in the shack now. Still push a button and let the roof on the lag down. I'm on the road doing shows, putting the Mac down. Mississippi to Philly, Albuquerque to Chattown. Got the crowd yelling, bring 'em out, hey. I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, hey. I'm a dope boy yelling, bring 'em out, hey. Fuck the back day yelling, bring 'em out, hey. Hit with other southern rapper hooded than this. I got rich and I'm still in a hooligan clique. You be rapping by flow, I don't move in the break. Talk about shooting out, now we're doing it. click. If I hit you in the face, you gon' be suing me quick. If I catch another case, I know it's true to be missed. So I'ma keep a cool head, stay out of the news headlines, and show these other rappers it's bedtime. It's clear to see that I'm ahead of the time. I got me thrown down hard, talk career with a shine. I got some time, they ain't names, I can better with time. Who got a flow in a live show better than mine? I got a packed house yelling, bring 'em out, hey, I'm a hot girl yelling, bring 'em out, hey, I'm a dope boy yelling, bring 'em out, hey, the back day yelling, bring 'em out, hey. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. You wanna beef with the king? What is you gon' do? When you show up on the scene, when the 2 guns drew on you and your friend and play a little 2 on 2. If you do after what I do, you'll be hitting the deck. I got a tool and a vest, I can get some respect. I'ma make it hard for another sucker to flex. Show them this ain't a squad or a sucker to test. But too large and we way too fresh.
Hello, everyone, and welcome here to Glendale High School in Springfield, Missouri. It's the Nixa Eagles taking on the Glendale Falcons. Nixa walks into this one 8-0. Glendale 2-6. Glendale's 1-2 on their home turf and 1-4 on the road. I'm A. Hopkins alongside my partner, Brady Richard. This game should be good as this hostile environment continues to grow. People continue to walk through the gate. Nixa is continuing to dominate through the COC. Brady, what does Glendale have to do if they want to walk out of this game on top?
I said it a bit in the pregame show, and they got to focus on stopping the run. That's Nixa's strongest suit. I feel like Dylan Ribera has gone crazy this year, well over 1,000 yards already. Double-digit touchdowns, maybe in the 20s now. I'm not sure, but they need to stop the run. Nixa, that is their identity. They like running the ball. Glendale's got to be flawless there.
Captains for the Glendale Falcons are as follows. Number 51, Hogan Wodowski. Number 17, Cash Newberry. Number 9, Jalen Lockett. And number 63, Saul Sprugen. For the Eagles, 65, Oakley White. I think it's Parker Man. We can't see anything actually, so it's kind of hard to see over there. But either way, this game is going to be crucial for the Glendale Falcons as they need a really good win here, but it's not going to come easily for the Falcons. Number 9, Tobias Thompson. Number 0, Wyatt Vincent. Ryan Swant is trying to look over everyone.
Line judge, Captain Earls. And your back judge is Braxton.
And number 7, Parker Mann. Nixa Eagles packed the house here in Glendale as the student section is at full capacity. On the other side,
I think every seat's taken over there.
Yeah, 100%. If you got here late, it's going to be hard to squeeze in there. Glendale, they've grown a little bit since we came over on this side, but they still have a little bit of room on their side. But, of course, their rows are a little bit wider than Nixa's. Set for the coin toss. Number 99, Peyton Cole. That's who we couldn't see. Here's the toss from the White Cat. Glendale has won. They will defer to the second half, and Nixa will receive the ball to start the game. And we've talked about this over and over again, is if you win the coin toss against the Nixa Eagles, we believe that you should take the ball first, as you want to set the tone early, get a lead. But once Nixa gets a lead, it's hard to come back on that.
Yeah, if you want to take that ball first, you have to have a game plan. You have to have that first drive scripted to where you know you're going to score. You can't mess up, because Nixa will take it and run with it if you give them a chance. And deferring the ball is just old-fashioned football smart move. Start the ball at the second half, especially if you're losing, you get momentum.
Nixa comes into this game allowing an average of 9.6 points per game, which is absolutely insane for any defense to allow. And they're also coming into this game averaging 47.6. Welcome into the booth here, Aiden Hopkins, Brady Richard. Ryan Swanson's doing stats over there. He's doing a great job for us. Nixa, like I mentioned, dominant. That is the word of the season for the Nixa Eagles as they continue to dominate everywhere they go. They have yet to have a close game. The closest game they've had was Webb City in that first half, and in that second half was all Eagles.
Yeah, and also Lebanon, we said a bit in the pregame show on the field, Jax Glendale, and he was dominant against Nixa, and that kind of exposed their one weakness that they had, the run defense. Webb City exposed it as well, but Nixa, Rob Richardson and that team down there have really amped it up and made it more strong, but teams still seem to be able to run the ball. Even Waynesville, who we collectively agree may be the worst team in the COC, they were able to run the ball a bit. for a while. So that Nixa D line going into playoff play needs to strengthen up. They need to be very good.
Glendale comes into this game allowing an average of 35. They're averaging 22 on the offensive side of the ball. So not really good on the stat sheet. They're going to have to figure out something in this game if they want to win this one. But I say the number one thing for them is they've got to get this crowd into the game early, get a stop on that first drive like Ozark did, and get their students and their crowd into it, as it's been pretty dead this whole pregame. Here's the kick to the Nixa Eagles. Goes with a little pooch. Parker Mann will catch it at the 25. He'll hit a hole, bounces left. He'll be taken down at the 37. That's where the Nixa offense will take the field at. Lockett will get the tackle. He's one of the captains today for the Falcons. Nixa Eagle offense tucking it over, and here comes the starters. Like I mentioned, Barron Johnson, the only offensive starter that will not come onto the field today, and yet another receiver that's been battling injury all year. But Kevon Flint has came back on the field, which is good to see. And we also have Lane Meltebarger lined up in the slot for this first play of the game. Wyatt Vincent closest to you, nearest on the screen, then Flint, Meltebarger, and Owen Locke. Roberto motions for the screen. He'll get it. He'll go left. Blocked by Meltebarger. He'll hit the hash. He'll be down at the 51. Excuse me, the 49. The 51 is not a thing. He'll be down at the 49.
And who Nixa is happy to see trotting on the field with them this drive is Adam McKnight. He suffered that head injury last game. He was out for the whole second half. Mannix Gibson took his spot, but here he is, and there completes his first pass to get him going. And with the complete backfield now, him and Ribera.
Handoff for Burrow up the middle. Hole opens up. He hits right, bounces off the tackle. He'll get about 9 there, and he'll be about a yard short of the line to gain. He'll be 2nd and 1 for the Nixa Eagles.
And there, what we said, Glendale needs to watch Ribera getting the first 2 touches of the game for Nixa. They need to watch out for him and can't let him break one loose like he does almost every game.
Locke, Vincent, and Flint will flip sides, so Flint and Locke will be closest to you, and then Vincent. Meltebarger will motion. Snap to McKnight. He'll fake the handoff. Looking to go deep and wide. Kevon Flint's wide open, and that is too easy. Welcome back, Kevon Flint. That's 6. Touchdown, Eagles.
Must have just been busted coverage deep. The safety just let Kevon Flint behind him, and he was wide open. And back now, his first game after the injury, gets the first touchdown easily. And McKnight obviously not phased as well with a great pass down there.
And head coach Frank Christian cannot be happy about that play, not only because of the coverage, but the safety. Once he realized that Kevon Flint was open and the ball was still in the air, he just started jogging. He didn't even try to break up the pass in any way. You've got to give effort in that situation, even if you know you're not going to get there, just to show, and maybe something happens and the ball does it, end up being overthrown and you get a pick. Extra point will be good, and that will make the score 7-0. So just another dominant showing on the offensive side of the ball. 3 plays and a touchdown for the Nixa Eagles.
Yeah, and watching film on Nixa, it's almost every single time McKnight drops back, he throws the deep ball. So I'm not sure what the safety was thinking back there, or because almost every time, like I said, he drops back, he's looking to throw it deep, and obviously there, busted coverage, wide open. So the safety, like you said, got to give more effort.
Jonah Fields will take the field the kick for the Eagles. As Nixa leads 7-0. That drive only took about 40 seconds. Yeah, a 33-second drive is not what the Glendale defense wants. I mean, I guess they're not tired anymore. But I guess they're just not tired, but they're still allowing a touchdown pretty quickly here. So Kevon Flint gets a welcome back here. And here's the kick to the Glendale Falcons. Bobbled at the 5, but held on. He'll go to the right, the receiver, and he'll be hit out of bounds by Carter Fangro. He'll be down at about the 15-yard line. And that's where Glendale Falcons will take over. Glendale needs a score here, and that's a crazy thing to say at the start of a game, is that a team needs a score. But we've said it all the time, is if you get down 2 scores to Nixa Eagles, that's the nail in the coffin no matter what point in the game it is.
Yeah, because Nixa, they just keep the gas on the pedal at all times. And what we've seen a lot is the whole first half, they'll just keep going, and then they get to about 40 points, and you're kind of already beating the first half, and you're just defeated, even with the backups in the second half. So offenses, they need to start hot, and not just wait for the second half.
Trips out left for the Falcons. Pocket collapses. Quarterback trying to get away. Breaks about 2 tackles, and he'll get back to the line again. That was very impressive there. His shiftiness was showing in that display of play.
Yeah, quarterback there was getting a lot of heat from the defensive line, and he puts on a circus act, which was very nice to see, and he was able to break a couple tackles, like you said, and stop a loss, just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Trips out right for the Falcons. Here's a snap. Jump ball thrown to Flint. He caught that. Down at the 45. What a catch by Joel Rover, the sophomore wideout, with an insane catch on Randy Flint.
And he shows the athleticism there, climbing the ladder all over Nixa's number 1 corner, Randy Flint, who does not let up a lot of big plays like that. That was a nasty catch, brought it down at the weird angle as well. Obviously, I'm pretty sure he plays basketball as well, so it gets athleticism from there too. Great catch by Joel.
So Falcons move the chains here, and they have business booming. 10:15 left on the game clock in this first quarter. Audible being called at the line. Slot moves to the wideout. Here's the pitch. Rover in the backfield. That play was blown up immediately. It took about 4 Eagles to get him down after Rover broke about 2 tackles, but he'll lose 4 there. It'll be 2nd and 14.
And after the big play from Rover, they wanted to get him another shot with the ball there, but Nixa sniffed that jet sweep out pretty quickly and was able to get him down. Parker Mann, the first one back there to cause the disruption.
Clock continues to run as he stayed in bounds. Trips out left once again. Randy Flint is definitely wanting another ball like that again to prove that he can guard Rover here. Motion to the slot. Screen pass to Rover. Great block there. He'll be blown up by Randy Flint, and he'll gain about 2. It'll be 3rd and 13.
There Flint gets back at him, going for the knees, and yeah, he looks a bit shaken up. I saw him kind of helmet first into the knees, but low tackle from Flint shows the physicality he has, and he's not shying down from anyone.
Rover immediately goes to the bench, talking to the athletic trainer. Seems to be holding his left knee, limping a little bit. Hope to see him return, as I've already been impressed with him this far in this first quarter, and I hate to see a good player like him go down. Any player at all, for that matter.
Yeah, Max Clark kind of got shaken up last week, and just the great players on every team, you hate seeing it hurt, like you said, anyone.
Handoff up the middle for the Falcons, blown up immediately by Caden Kelly and Tobias Thompson, and that's just not the play call you want there on a 3rd and 12, and the Falcons look like they'll be forced to punt here, as it is 4th and 12.
Yeah, it looks like they're kind of just submitting there, seeing how many yards they could get, maybe in the field goal range based on the leg on their kicker, but Nixa blew it up immediately up close. Now they have a decision here. It's looking like they're keeping everyone out there. We'll see what they do.
Caden Kelly was the first to get contact on the handoff there. Trips out right for Falcons, 1 out left. Pistol formation. Man drops back in coverage already. Here's the snap. They're looking for the deep ball. Blown up, but he still caught it. That'll move the chains, and what a play call there, as this Nixa secondary is starting to be exposed here in Springfield, Missouri.
Yeah, we said Ozark loves to pass the ball, and there it is right there. That's a seam shot right down the middle in the zone. Caught by number 7, Brady Yates. It was a great throw as well. Just found the hole in the zone, the soft spot. Just threw it right inside for a big gain for the Falcons, and now they're threatening to score as they're deep in Eagle territory.
They've entered the red zone exactly at the 25-yard line. 7-0's the score. Trips out right once again. I feel like I'm going to say that every play now. Here's a snap. Check down, and he can't catch it. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and he had Flint beat off the line. He was pretty open, but just got to keep your eye on the ball. So to move his head up first.
Flint shaking his head there after that one. 2nd and 10. Clock stops on an incompletion.
Five wide for the Falcons.
Jump ball for Sullivan. Incomplete. 3rd and 10.
I was going to say, I thought he came up with it over there. Yeah, it slipped out of his hands, but Falcons showing they're not afraid to take a shot. They're attacking this Nixa defense passing, and they know what they have to do to win. And some great throws have also been being delivered.
By Newberry, man. He's just putting them where no one else can get him except for his receivers, which has been very impressive. They're going to do 5 out once again.
Same exact formation as last play. I'm stacked in the near sideline.
Sullivan pressing on his man. Motion. Newberry will keep it, and he'll be dragged down at the 31.
And once again, just another questionable 3rd down play call, 3rd and long, and they try to run the ball again after the passing game has worked well all game. I just don't understand why you don't pass right there. And it looks like they'll leave him on the field again for another 4th and long.
Playing a team like this that's so pass heavy, I mean, you're testing your linebackers in coverage now, because usually you have about 2-3 corners out there. As here's the 4th down play. Looking to go deep once again. He's wide open, but it's overthrown. Carter Fangro was the man in coverage, just like I was mentioning. I mean, you're having a linebacker that doesn't go in pass coverage that much, and now they're going to have to do it about every play now, and they're definitely going to be going straight to the TVs here to talk about it.
And there again, Nixa's just in zone with 2 high safeties, and they're just letting players get behind him. He was wide open back there, but just overthrown, but so close to a touchdown. This Nixa defense, especially their zone, has got to be more aware of who's getting behind them.
McKnight's to go out to the slot. Wildcat for Ribera. Here's the snap. Reverse back McKnight. He doesn't have it, though. Ribera kept it, and he gave a little peekaboo to the person that was trying to get McKnight in the backfield.
Yeah, great play call. Even had me confused there. I thought McKnight had the ball, but he showed his hand, and he had nothing with it. And Ribera got a nice gain there, 2nd and short now.
For the comms?
Another jet sweep.
Oof. Flint was taken down hard from behind.
Flint threw a stiff arm there, and then you said got blown up from behind.
Flint with the carry. Lucas Massey with the tackle for the Falcons. That is the 1st down for Nixa.
Handoff for Burra up the middle. He'll break right and he'll move the chains. It'll be 1st down for the Eagles.
I think they're marking him short.
Ribera with the carry.
Definitely got to the chains here, right? You got it. I mean, if you look at the ball, it's literally over the line. Are they measuring? It's not even close. Getting flashbacks to Web City. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Woo! Same colors and everything. That was probably the craziest thing I've ever.
That play did result in a 1st down.
And we're going to head down the sideline with DK Nelson. Never mind. We thought there was a timeout, but I think they were just trying to look at the ball placement. 5:21 in the 1st quarter. Snap to McKnight. He immediately looks for Vincent. Vincent gets taken down after a 5-yard gain. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Good tackle there near sideline. A cornerback, Cameron Richardson. And Vincent, he's had a great year. I think he's McKnight's favorite target. It looked like Flynn at the beginning of the season, then Vincent kept getting touchdown after touchdown, and expecting to see a lot from him this game.
Out the middle where Burrow goes. He'll get the first.
Feels like we say that so much, expecting to see a lot from this player this game, but Nixa's offense just so many weapons that you never know who's going to show out in a game.
Two to the left. Handoff for Burrow left side. Hole opens up. Trips and falls trying to cut. He'll be about 2 yards short to be 2nd and 2.
Man, I was watching that offensive line there on the far side. Left tackle Jackson Cantwell. He opened up the hole and knocked down the whole offensive line in the process. Obviously, probably their best player and on the offense, providing great blocks every single game.
2nd and 2. McKnight fakes the handoff. He's rolling right. No one to throw to, so he'll throw it to Kevon Flint. He breaks left, and he'll get taken down at the 8. McKnight is unreal. Crossbody. Hand on his shoulder to Kevon Flint.
I'm shocked. I mean, what a play from McKnight. He was rolling out right, and I was thinking in my head, he doesn't want to be taken down here, especially after last week with the injury, but he throws up a prayer, and Flint is right there with him. And it gets a big play. Now Ribera left side, but man, what a play from the Eagles.
Dylan Ribera gets stopped. It'll be 2nd down for the Eagles. Second and 8. Or 2nd and goal, we should say. Nearing the 3-minute mark of the first quarter. Melterbarger motions left. 10 seconds on the play clock. Now here comes Flint. Handoff for Burrow up the middle. Breaking left. He'll go in the end zone for his first of the day. 13-0. Nixa leads over the Glendale Falcons here in the first quarter.
That was an easy touchdown for Ribera on the left side, in between the guards. Now, like we said, Nick's up 2 touchdowns now. It's going to be hard for Glendale to come back after that one. They really needed to score on that drive that they had going.
Now you let Robertson make defensive adjustments here, which is never good for your offense, because he is a defensive mastermind in high school football. Snap to Kellis. Kimke will kick it, and he'll make it a 14-0 game. And we're going to head down to the sideline with our silent reporter, DK Nelson.
And at this time, let's bring your attention to the sidelines to introduce your 2024-25 Glendale High School cheerleaders. This football season's cheer is sponsored by Forbes Mazer, Holiday Inn, and Valvoline Express. Your varsity cheerleaders include Riley, Maddie D, Kendra, Sam, Maddie U, Cameo, Maddie S, Maddie W, Lena, Leanna.
Thank you, DK Nelson, for that. 14-0 is the score. Jonah Fields out to kick for the Eagles.
And back to that play from McKnight. I mean, you were just talking there while you're hearing from DK. I thought he was throwing the ball away. I thought that would have been the smart move right there to avoid any disaster, maybe an interception his first of the season. But thank goodness Flint came back for the ball and kind of bailed him out there. Or maybe he was looking for him, but it looked like he was trying to throw it away and kind of just threw it up.
Yeah, after this kickoff, we're going to go back to DK Nelson because apparently his audio wasn't working. Sad. Because DK always has some great things to say. So 14-0. Jonah Fields to kick for the Eagles. They'll let it drop in the end zone for the touchback. And Glendale will take over from the 20. We're going to go to the sideline with DK Nelson.
I'm DK Nelson reporting live from Glendale, Missouri. Kevon Flint, who went out early against Waynesville, is back for this game. He's caught a touchdown pass early. Thank you, and back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK. Hopefully he was working that time. Because we can't hear him. I really wish we could. I always have to go back and listen to what he's saying. 14-0. 2:49 left in this first quarter. A passing touchdown and a rushing touchdown for Nixa. Crossing route. Blown up by Parker Mann. Woo!
Clobbering hit from Parker Mann there. Had the slant wide open. That's what you call maybe a hospital ball for the wide receiver. He could have no clue what was coming after he caught that. And Parker Mann was coming with determination. He blew him up.
2nd and 4. Here's the replay of that one.
Yeah, looks over the middle to the slant.
Oh, okay. Well, we're about to get
Parker Mann.
Play's about to start, so. Screen pass to the right side. He'll get the first. Be taken down at the 36. So they were working the long pass. Now they're working the short pass.
Yeah, and I like what I've seen from their offense so far. Their quarterback's passing efficiently, and receivers are getting open. They just kind of, I'd like to see them lean away from running the ball. It just hasn't worked so far. And how effective the passing games be, I think you just got to keep doing what you're doing and exploit the Nixa corners right now because it has been going well. Especially on that first drive, maybe they pass on those third downs instead of running, and possibly they're in the end zone with 7.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. And they're definitely going to be keeping Rob Butcher on his toes all night. Trips out left. Here's the jump ball to Flint once again. Flag comes out for pass interference.
Yeah, I was watching it from the start of the play. He had him beat Rover, had Flint beat in an underthrown ball, but Flint couldn't get his head around, and pass interference. You know, they joke around and say the best play for an offense is an underthrown deep ball, and there goes the show.
1st and 10. After that penalty, we'll put him at the 49, not the 51. I promised myself this year I would not make the 51-yard line mistake, and I did it. Yeah, definitely some contact there by Randy Flint. No surprise there.
And I guess I always forget if it's spotted the foul or not in high school, but I guess it's just 15 yards.
They're going to try it again. This one's overthrown. Flint in and out of his hands. That was the one to pick off if you wanted it. That's probably the first bad ball, I say, that he has had all day.
Yeah, he had Trevor Heeman down the field, and you had to turn into DB there and make sure Flint didn't catch it. You give him a little shove there as the ball came. But they're sticking to the passing game. I like what they're doing. They're keeping true to themselves, and like you said, that was really the only bad ball we've seen from Cash Newberry so far. But here we are 5 wide again, just slinging it around.
Empty set for Newberry. Corner blitz. Newberry will keep it. He'll go right. Bumps into his own receiver. He'll be... Oh, that was not Newberry. Oh, it was. Yeah, I thought I saw 1 on the jersey. Really far away, though.
Yeah, and a smart decision from Newberry. Once again, I like what I'm seeing. Pocket's about to collapse. He doesn't see anyone open downfield and just takes the easy run, which a lot of quarterbacks don't do because maybe they don't want to get hurt or they're scared of getting touched. But right there, Newberry shows no fear, just goes ahead, does all he needs to do, get the first down, and now they got another set of downs to work with.
14-0 is the score. This Glendale offense is really good. Has some really good athletes on it.
Yeah, it's fun to watch. And you see running the ball a lot from the teams Nixa's plays, and they just don't have the explosiveness. But like I said pregame, Glendale's going to need some big plays, and here he is looking to cook up another one.
Newberry by himself, taken down from behind. He didn't see the person behind him, but he gets pushed for a yard So it'll be second and 9.
And Newberry fortunate he didn't fumble there. He had the ball in one hand while getting taken down on that side, but able to keep a hold of it right there. He's looking downfield. Saw Heeman there for a second, but Tobias Thompson came in and picked him up.
14-0. Clock
and
winding down.
One thing I've seen Newberry do that Ozark's quarterback did a lot was he doesn't stare down his receivers. He doesn't necessarily know what he's going to do before the play starts. He actually reads the field.
QB draw, and that won't get much. It'll be 3rd and 7.
And what I was saying, reading the field, it's very good for a quarterback. Because whenever you stare them down, all what the defenders are doing, they're reading your eyes. They want to see what you're going to throw out, and you got to be able to manipulate the defender. And Newberry's been doing it so far this game, which the Ozark quarterback just did not do last game.
Looks as Glendale's going to let this one wind down to end the first, as defense is probably happy about that one, as they're going to get a break. Roberts is going to talk it down as we have a big 3rd down coming up. We're going to step aside as you'll hear a word from our platinum sponsor, Air Services All Services.
Air Services is ready to install your ultimate game day upgrade. Make your home the MVP of your neighborhood with gemstone lights. Create custom patterns, animations, and colors. Get gemstone lights today and take your outdoor lighting game to the next level.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
We welcome you guys back here, Glendale High School. Speaking from Missouri, we're going to take a chance here to throw up the QR code to donate to Nixa Live. If you'd like to donate anything, any amount of money, any items we have on our wish list, it will mean more to you guys, more to us than you guys would know. We've used so much. You guys have donated already this year. We got new announcers, headsets, we got batteries. We just want to make your guys' experience at home way better. Some big things coming up from Nixa Live. We're really excited for it. We've been blessed with some great opportunities, which we'll talk about later. 14-0 is the score here in the second quarter. 12 minutes on the clocks. Empty set for Newberry. Overthrows the receiver from McCoy Sullivan at about 2 more steps there. He could have picked it off. But now it's going to be 4th and 7. And what we've seen so far is that Glendale does not like punting on 4th downs.
Yeah, Newberry, they're just overthrown, but this offensive line has been doing good work. Newberry's getting the ball out, first of all, quickly, which you want to see from a quarterback. Less than 3 seconds on every single time he stays in the pocket. And this offensive line hasn't allowed lots of pressure, and it's just been a great outing so far from this offense. Just no points on the board because they haven't been able to convert 4th and 3rd downs, which they'll need to do right here to keep the drive alive.
4th and 7. Frank Tristan, the former head coach of the Willard Tigers, who went from a really great quarterback to a really great quarterback. Russell Roten for the Willard Tigers last year. Man, could he sling it. Frank Tristan loves going to passing schools, as now he's here with Cash Newberry, who is a really great. Newberry steps back, looking to pass, of course. Has the crossing route as the pocket's collapsing. Going right. Looking to go deep. Swatted away. Turnover on downs for the Glendale Falcons. And Newberry had all day as that Glendale offensive line was going to work. And now the Nixa offense will take over the field.
And Newberry had the drag route open. He had Heeman across the middle wide open. He probably could have gotten some run after catch for the 1st down, but he just didn't throw to him, and he rolled out right, and he had the man open, but just underthrown, which has not been the theme for him. He's been overthrowing. Right there, the jump ball, and he still almost came up with it.
And he can get up there, man. If Ty Gellis wouldn't have got a hand on that, that's going right into his hands, and we're in the red zone for the Falcons right now. But great coverage by Ty Kellis. Some help from Randy Flint. Trips out left for the Eagles. A little bit of a stack on that left side. Meltenberger motions. Handoff for Burr up the middle. He'll push for about 9. It'll be 2nd and 1.
And that's got to be a punch in the gut for the Glendale offense. I just want to talk about it again. They've gotten so close to scoring. They've really tested this Nixa defense well this game on passing, and it just hasn't been going well for them.
Maddox Gibson enters the game for Nixa, and we all know how this usually goes.
Let's see if Glendale's ready for it.
Roberto will go out, empty set. Pass back to Gibson. Gibson looking deep for Vincent, who's in double coverage. Vincent had to play a little bit of defensive back there to swat it away, and it'll be third and 1.
And it looks like the Falcons did their homework on the Nixa trick plays. Every time Max Gibson comes on this field, you can guess what they're going to do. And right there, they sent 2 back on him and almost intercepted. Great play by the defense. Right there, just in his hands. If it wasn't for White Vincent to knock it out, it would have been an interception. There he is right there.
3rd and 1. Handoff for Burra. He'll get the first. Jukes 1. Runs it to 2 people, though, and he'll be dragged down at 3rd and 9. He'll move the chains.
And right there, Nixa just went with what I call old reliable. Just run the ball with Dylan Rivera. Gets you about 8 to 10 yards every time, and right there, only needed a yard, and he got the first down pretty easy.
First and 10. Handoff left side, Ribera. Stays on his feet. Hit hard. He'll get 6, though.
Dylan Rivera with the carry. Camden Bellamy with the tackle for the Falcons. It's a 2nd down.
Could have cut back right there. He had a hole wide open up the middle. Still trucked along like he usually does to get as many yards as he can.
Ribera up the middle. That one's blown up. And now it'll be 3rd and 4.
It's 3rd down.
2 out right. Vincent to the left. Got him to jump.
Watched him.
And that will move the chains.
Offsides is the call against Glendale.
That's the first penalty. Oh, no, excuse me. There's a pass interference earlier.
First penalty on Glendale. Saw him jump, though. What I'd love to see whenever someone jumps, the pointing game, they all point at each other, trying to confuse the ref.
Don't think there's a question in that one, though.
Yeah.
First down after that penalty. Roberto will go right side. Big hole opens up. Lays down the shoulder. Gets the first, but this one might be coming back.
Yeah, they're going to get Lane Meltenbarger out of where it really didn't even matter. No one was back there, but kept his block, and they're going to get him holding, yeah.
Holding is the call against Nixa.
That'll back him up 10.
Kind of unnecessary, because no one was back there, obviously, but Nixa's going to pay the price either way.
It will remain 1st down.
1st and 20. McKnight breaks one. Rolling right. He'll put the shoulder down. Friday night SmackDown. Got that from Purrier and Swanson.
With the carry.
Wow, what a run by McKnight.
Yeah, but every time he goes and does that, I kind of ease up, obviously, because the injury. I know he's feeling good right there, big hit. I kind of just tense up every time he does it, though, 'cause don't want him to get hurt again.
That's a warning shot. Warning that Glendale defense that he's not scared to put the shoulder down there. Second and 4. Handoff to Roberto left side. He'll keep trucking, and he'll put the shoulder down and go in the end zone. His second of the day. Touchdown, Eagles.
And Roberto with a great run, breaks a lot of tackles there. Great blocking inside. He gets a second as the Nixa's workhorse right there. Man, what a season he's having. We've been talking, he doesn't have any offers. He finally got his first one, which is good for him.
He has 2 now, I think. 21-0.
Great, thank you. With the extra point, the score is Nixa 21, Glendale 0.
Roberto there breaks one. And he goes in the end zone. And what a great effort from him.
And don't forget to shop our Glendale DECA School Store the Nest for your football apparel.
So Nick's offense will sit back down. 8:29
Make sure to shop before the
remaining
Go Falcons.
in this first half.
Will kick off for Nixa.
Wow, these chairs are really nice. See, I heard really bad things about Glendale Stadium, but it's actually pretty nice. I mean, I'm not against it. It's probably.
Yeah, they probably got some of my favorite jerseys that we've seen.
Yeah.
Love the color scheme.
I get really confused with Webb City.
Yeah,
when I was calling baseball my sophomore year, I kept calling Glendale Webb City because, you know, they weren't in the COC yet and
yeah,
all that stuff. So it's still really confusing.
Yeah, but I think they do the baby blue and the red better than Webb City.
I don't know about. I think the helmets are better. That one's down at the 10. That was a great catch by the return man. He'll be taken down by Carter Fangirl and pushed out of bounds at about the 26.
Confidence return by Cameron Major. Carter Fangirl with the tackle for Nixa.
And this offense has played so well this game. They've completed deep balls, obviously. I think they need to give another one to Joel Rover, as he's had a huge catch this game, and he's been open a lot. And here they are again. Just keep passing the ball because that's what's been working. And I'm sure they'll get in the end zone at some point. Their defense has just got to step up.
Right side, receiver breaks one tackle. Be taken down by Parker Mann, 31. That was a lot of running for just 4-yard gain.
Parker Mann with the tackle. It is second down.
Yeah, Newberry is 50% on the day, 81 yards, and pretty efficient. Like I said, second down now. Maybe a chance that they give Rover another shot far sideline.
Empty set. He'll throw it up. Insanity. Man, is he good. That one's caught. Wow. Joel Rover is something special. He's only a sophomore, too.
Yeah, he's going to be terrorizing the COC for the next years to come. There's another deep ball. I said that maybe it'd happen right there, and it does. And Randy Flint, he's probably as surprised as we are. He's used to shutting down these cornerbacks, and he has been tested tonight, and he's losing it right now.
Here's the snap. Looking for the screen pass. Pocket collapses, though. He'll roll left. Be taken down by Randy Flint after about a gain of 2.
And right there, good decision from Newberry, because we were talking during the first quarter break. Whenever he looks for the screen pass, he kind of just throws it immediately. He doesn't even try to see if anyone's there. So you jump one, and you might have 6 on the other end. But right there, he makes a good read, decides to tuck and run, and gets a couple yards for his team.
21-0, 6:36. Newberry's looking for the play call there. Glendale does get the ball at half. 2nd and 8 from their own 20, from Nix's 26. Screen pass again. We'll get another 3, so it'll be 2nd and 5. 3rd and 5, excuse me.
With the tackle for Nixa.
Just overall, the blocking game for these Falcons has been amazing. The offensive line has given Newberry lots of time to work in the pocket, but on these screen passes, the wide receivers have also been blocking well. Really, the only way they get tackles is whenever they cut back inside and the linebackers fall in. But great blocking overall from this Falcons offensive squad. And score is 21-0, but a couple plays away from being 21-14, in my opinion. False start there on 55.
It's going to be on him.
Illegal procedures to call against the Falcons.
So I'll back him up 5 yards, and that could be a drive killer there.
Yeah, now 3rd and long. What was once 3rd and short. It's got to be disciplined, and that's kind of the little things that can make you lose against Nixa, especially against a team as good as Nixa. You don't want little mistakes like that, but there, like you said, could be a drive killer. 3rd and 10 now.
Looking to go deep again. Overthrow, picked off by Parker Mann. He'll continue to run, take a big hit at the 25, and that's where the play will stall out. Nixa forces the first turnover of the day, and that one's picked off by Parker Mann.
And I'm holding my hands over my head. He had him wide open in the seam once again. Heeman and just overthrew him. The ball was tipped in the air and came into the hands of Parker Mann. But just there's another mistake from this Ozark offense. They're good, but not good enough. And like we said, they have to play flawless to beat this Nixa team. And flawless is not what they've been doing. They've showed flashes, but just can't ever finish it. And now Nixa gets the ball again. Three times now they've been in Nixa territory and come up empty.
McKnight looking for the deep ball, but it's not open, so he'll have to roll right and find somebody. He's going to try to hit. Can't tell. I think it's Matthew Meester there, but it's really short. But I think it was kind of just a throwaway as well.
Yeah, it was inbounds a bit, though. It was a bit of a scary pass. If it was a bit more in the air, it could have been picked off. But
I think they're catching on to the deep ball play here.
Yeah.
Handoff to Roberta. Roberta's a little bit of a hurdle there. Be 3rd, 5. We'll talk about hurdles, though. It's a sensitive topic for Ozark.
Yeah, we learned about that rule last week. Can't hurdle, apparently.
4:43 remaining in this first half. McKnight tries to get him to jump.
And this is where the Glendale defense needs to step up. Third and medium for Nixa. The Glendale needs to show up here and get a stop.
McKnight will hit Meltebarger. Meltebarger gets his hands on a reception. He needs to secure that ball a little bit more, though. I don't know where he thought he was, but he kind of put the ball out as he was trying to reach for something.
Man, right there, he just settles into the middle of the zone. Right there in the middle of the field, linebackers were nowhere to be found, and McKnight picks up the heat they were bringing early and gets it out to Meltebarger, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure that's his first reception of the year. Now, he's had a few targets, I know, but I don't know if that's the first one he's actually brought in. Big hole opens up for Rivera. He'll go up the middle, put the shoulder down and break a tackle, and he'll be taken down to 37. 38. In this spot.
And that was almost the run. He broke loose. About 20-yard gain there for Rivera. Like you said, a great blocking up front, and he uses his speed to get all the way down into Falcon territory.
Two receivers out left for McKnight. That's Flint and Vincent. Handoff once again for Rivera. He'll spin out of one tackle, continues to push. He'll get 4, 2nd and 6.
Washington with the tackle for Glendale. It is 2nd down.
Ooh, what a spin move there. Up close, that's just instincts, I feel like, knowing where he is. Just fight or fly react right there, boom.
Trips out right for the Eagles. Champ Porter will motion. Rivera be down to the 30. They sent a blitz there.
Dylan Rivera with the carry. Bryce Yell with the tackle. It is 3rd down.
Vincent closest to you on the screen, and then Flint near the line. Handoff for Burra. Continues to cut, has Jackson Campbell right in front of him. That's the person you want. Continuing to drag people. He'll be down at the 4. And Campbell was just running with Rivera the whole way.
Yeah, Rivera looking like prime Le'Veon Bell there, just running with he was patient there in the backfield and then waits for his lineman to run down the field with him, and look at them just pushing along with him with his arm.
Got the ref for a little block too.
Some of the most Cantwell's had to run for the season running there with Rivera.
Rivera hands off, spin moves for his 3rd of the day. Man, is he something special. Dylan Rivera, 3rd touchdown, and that puts him at 170 yards on 19 carries, unofficially.
And Rivera, like we said, he's going to have to be stopped this game, and he's been dominant all season, but Falcons, like many other teams Nixa has played, has not been able to do it.
Big man down for the Nixa Eagles, which is not what you want. Can't see number from this far.
Obviously, every single one of this offensive line is important for Nixa. They're all so good.
But it looks, could be, I can't tell. We're gonna step aside right now.
And just here for Oakley White.
We're back here. Oakley White was the injured Eagle there. He's walking off on his own, has a little bit of a limp. Hopefully he's okay. Here's a look at the stats for today. 5 completions for 94 yards for the Eagles. McKnight, 20 rushing attempts for 175 yards, 269 total yards of offense, 10 yards per play. Glendale, 7 passing completions for 84 yards, 8 rushing attempts, 8 yards, 92 total yards, 4.2 yards.
Doesn't feel like Rivera's ran that much to me. To you, I feel like they've passed it a lot this game.
Yeah, maybe. I just think that we're just so used to it now, we just don't register it at that point. I mean, but that extra point makes it 28-0. And we're going to go to the sideline with DK Nelson.
Glendale 0. And we're very fortunate this year to have great support for our sponsors for our football.
The 8-0 Nixa Eagles and the 2-6 Glendale Falcons are here facing off for their first time since 2009. Eagles looking to stay undefeated. Falcons looking to move their winning streak to 3. Thank you, and back to you guys in the booth.
Thank you, DK Nelson. 2:14 left in this first half. We're going to invite you to be our guest here at Nixa Ato Center. Nixa Beauty and the Beast, 7th, 9th, and 10th is where Nixa Theater puts on a great production. Beauty and the Beast, it's going great. I'm a part of it. Awesome show. So make sure you guys come out there. Tickets are going fast. Floor's almost sold out for all 3 shows. There's a 7 p.m., 2 7 p.m.s, and the Sunday is a 2 p.m. matinee. Jonah Fields back to kick, 28-0. Also, if you'd like to get tickets for Beauty and the Beast, nixatheater.net is where you'll go for those. Turn man goes right. Big hole opens up. He's moving fast, but hits a wall of blockers. That's where he'll be stalled out at the 39.
Cameron Major with the return for the Falcons. Carter Fambro with the tackle. Falcons on the ball, first down on their 40-yard line.
And I think this is a must-score situation for Glendale. Obviously, they deferred, so they get the ball first next half. They want to run all the clock down here and try to punch it in the end zone.
Screen pass. Shoelace tackle from McCoy Sullivan.
Amazing move there. And the running back on the side. Got McCoy Sullivan on the ground. It's Jalen Lockett, wide receiver. Juke move, and yeah, just gets tripped up a bit by Sullivan and runs to his own teammate.
Newberry steps back. Looking for someone. Anybody. Flag comes out. He'll be taken down after about a 4-yard gain, but I believe there will be a holding on the Glendale Falcons.
And yeah, I think the holding will take it back, but just I've been so impressed with Newberry this game. Right there, he does anything. He evades pressure from Jacob Grimm coming up on him, and he finds the wide open receiver in the middle of the field. It's just he feels so advanced for a high school quarterback, in my opinion, and how he's able to make plays and sling the ball around so well.
Illegal block in the back was the call. Newberry got the play call from the sidelines. He'll run it. Hospital ball thrown there. It was thrown low. It'll be 2nd and 20.
Yeah, Parker Mann was flying in, waiting to deliver the big hit, but just had to lay off at the very end. It was a low ball. I think he also scared Newberry a bit on the throw. I don't know. Man was looking straight at him.
He was going to hit him.
Yeah, he wasn't even looking at the ball.
He didn't want the ball. He wanted him. 2nd and 20 for Glendale as this clock will stop on the incompletion. Not first and 22. 1 minute and 22 seconds. It'll be 2nd and 20. That illegal block in the back call pushed Glendale back 10 on that first down play.
I think Glendale needs to take a shot here and get the momentum going for this drive. It's been kind of dead so far.
Nick's deep line has been really great today as they'll get back.
It's good.
The sticks will be 1st and 10.
It's a good catch on the sideline, able to keep his feet in. It was kind of congested over there with 2 Glendale receivers and some cornerbacks, but they're able to make the catch and get out of bounds and stop the clock and get some more yards back.
Third and 10.
Go one-on-one, far side.
Up the middle. That'll be the first down. And Falcons move the chains as we reach about a minute left in this first half.
And there it is again. They just break the zone right there. It was over the middle there, medium gain to the tight end, and he was wide open. But these safeties, I don't know what it is. They're just their zones have them dropping back so much, and they're able to just find the soft spot.
Holding is the call against Glendale.
Never mind holding on the offense, so I'll negate that.
It's a shame.
It's a great play, a great read from the quarterback as well to see it.
Yeah, superstar today for Glendale has been Joel Rover, man. He's 3 receptions, 82 yards. He's going to be a special player. He's only a sophomore, man. So him and McKnight are going to be battling for years, the best offensive player in the COC.
And Newberry, he's coming back again next year. He's only a junior, I'm pretty sure. They're finally get them, moved them all the way back now.
It will remain third down.
3rd and 10 for the Falcons, it's looking like. 3rd and 20.
Snap. Pocket starting to collapse. Taken down from behind. Number 28 for the Nixa Eagles. My roster has disappeared. What has happened? Reed Wilson.
And I was watching that play develop from the start. He was flying in on the left side of the defensive line, unblocked, and Newberry wasn't able to pick it up, and too late he was rolling out, and Reed Wilson got all the way to him. And you've got to imagine if the Falcons punt it here, especially with lots of time left, and Nixa with the timeouts.
You think?
Big Shot Skull, Telco Cabinets, Health Plan Management Group.
Knight. One interesting stat that I keep thinking about for him is just his inability to throw interceptions this year. I mean, he's 0 on the year.
Well, I think it's just his IQ that's been coming in.
Knock on wood. Is this wood? Yeah, I think it is.
I think it's just his IQ that's been coming in, though. He's just not making stupid passes, and that's really why he's not throwing interceptions. And maybe you want to see your quarterback take risks. He usually doesn't, but he's been pretty clean this year. But maybe we see him take a risk once against these better teams, and they may pick him off later in the season. But hopefully now, like you said, knock on wood, he stays clean.
Falcons looking to punt here. Here's the snap. Beautiful punt. Wow. Be down at the 20. Jukes out one. Jukes out another. Going right. Stays on his feet. Hole opens up. He'll be taken down to the 38. And what a return for Brian Sandgren, the junior.
Yeah, it looked like about 3 different times he was going to go down right there. But he was able to keep up. And now Nixa has 37 seconds to try to make something work.
First down on their 39-yard line.
McKnight will come out with 4 receivers as they're putting, 5. They're going to put Roberto in the slot. Meltenberger is the wideout with Vincent. And on the other side, it's going to be Flint and I believe Matthew Meisner over there.
And here's where McKnight's going to have to take those risks we were talking about if he wants to score here.
Check down Meisner in and out of his hands.
Yeah, but if he wants to score here, he's going to have to push the ball downfield, and that you're going to have to take a risk to do that, and that may cause some trouble for him, as we haven't seen him do it a lot this year. Because of the deep balls he's throwing, he's been wide open every single time.
Pocket collapses. McKnight rolling right. He'll use his feet. He'll step out of bounds. He'll be 3rd and 2.
Makes the carry. That'll bring up third down.
It's a smart play by Adam McKnight, man. Great clock management. Rolls out right when he figures out the tackle's coming, steps out of bounds to stop the clock.
Yeah, and especially from a sophomore, such a smart play. Like you said, picks it up early and goes out and secures that they get more time. But they still have 3 timeouts, though, so able to save them.
Trips out left. McKnight will check it down to Ribera. Ribero's juke one defender. He'll go down at the 35. This we're going to use that timeout. And there it is. 21 seconds left.
And this is where the receivers, especially if they're tackled in the middle of the field, yes, they have the timeouts, but that clock is winding down just a little over 20 seconds now. So you want to see them go down quickly maybe. They don't have a lot of time to put on a move anymore.
Yep. 21 seconds left. 2 timeouts remain for Nixa. 35-yard line. Offense doesn't take too much time to talk about what they're going to do. Only person still over there is Adam McKnight. Dustin Baldwin, the Nixa offensive coordinator, is to our left right now. He's done a great job this season calling great plays. And this whole coaching staff for the Nixa Eagles has been really lights out. Rob Rich on the defensive side of the ball as well.
But here, Nixa now at the Falcons 35. I think sooner or later they're going to take a shot to the end zone. With the timeouts they have as well, they could maybe get a little chunk plays in there and then try to attack the end zone.
5 receivers once again. Play will be whistled dead. False start.
Penalty marker on the field. False start is the call against Nixa.
Don't know who was on.
First down.
I know. Player. They were on Vincent before the snap, so this was on Vincent. Oh, maybe it was.
I think it was.
Oh, good news is Oakley White's back on the field.
Yeah, he was down for a while. I thought maybe it was something more, something serious, and him taking him out for a while. But good news, he's out there. Keep this offensive line healthy and strong. McKnight has an empty backfield, as what we've seen from Glendale a lot this game.
Melteborg on the check down. His knee will go down, so he'll be forced to be using another timeout.
McKnight's pass complete.
Baldwin not happy with McKnight's
Tied out on the field.
way of throwing that hitch there to Meltebarger. He was like, why is he going back so much? I mean, just take the ball and throw it.
Yeah, the drop back especially wastes time as well, and right there messed up his throw. It's a bit low.
Take a guess here on what this next play is going to happen. Wyatt Vince is going to throw. He's going to run a fade. I mean, don't ask me how I know it. I just know. These walls are thin over here. Watch it not be that.
Right, make sure they don't got any TVs on the Glendale sideline.
Empty set for McKnight. Here comes the blitz. Has to escape one, and he does. Wow.
He's got Flynn over the middle.
Wide open Ribera. Easiest catch ever. Touchdown Eagles.
There's a flag on the field right there near the 30-yard line.
Oh, no.
But somehow Ribera was wide open down there, and I thought he was going to look for Flint over the middle, who was also open. He heaves it downfield to Ribera. Ribera's got some words for the cornerback safety back there that blew him up after he caught it. They're going to catch one of the linemen for an eligible receiver downfield, which you see a lot, especially whenever quarterbacks are running around like that.
That was hands to the face, too. I think they got Jackson Cantwell on that one, as he was immediately arguing with referee after that happened. So 6 seconds left now.
Well, yeah, you especially see it on those plays, though, where the quarterback's running around. The linemen are just frantically trying to block anyone they can to keep the play alive, but they don't notice that they're downfield.
McKnight will hit Flint. Flint's got a hook and ladder to Vincent. Vincent's going to hit at the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 5, and they'll stall out there. I think at that point, Flint's just got to go down and take the timeout.
Oh, I think that hook and liner might have been drew up a bit.
Yeah,
I think Vincent's got. Oh, you said Vincent. I thought you said Flint, maybe. Yeah, but Vincent's just got to drop down right there, and coaches cannot be happy for Nixa. That's not a great way to end the half.
28-0's the score as we head to the half. And we'll step aside. We'll see you guys on the field for the halftime report.
Eagles coach Perry. Coach, you're playing against a team that's 2-6. Do you think this will help or hurt this team playing against a team who's lower in the rankings?
It doesn't hurt anything. We're trying to be the best that we can be, so it doesn't really matter who we play. We're just trying to execute, play as hard as we can play for 4 to 6 seconds at a time, and just get better.
And how do you guys feel that you have executed this game?
I feel we've done pretty good. We've given up a couple plays, but it's 28-0, and we kind of blew that opportunity. Like, we should have been able to get into field goal range. But other than that, I thought we played really well.
Yes, sir. What's that message going to be in halftime?
Just chill out, rest. Let's come back and finish it.
Thank you. Good luck on the rest of the season.
Our Crimson Girls are sponsored by Ross Construction and Paragon Architecture.
She gon' make you move to Miami. She gon' make you move to Miami. She gon' make you move.
So they all love big trucks. It doesn't matter if it's the truck that washes the streets or the John Deere that mows the yard or the school bus. All the kids love the trucks. So when you say big rig night, community helper night, they want to be here. They can't wait to come. The police department and the ambulance and the firefighters, they are all so great about letting the kids just jump right in their car and look around and touch everything and ask a lot of questions and honk the horn and make the sirens go.
Yes, they love coming and seeing all the trucks and all the things they get to do and sit in them. And what's your favorite, Everett? What do you think? The dump truck. The dump truck's definitely our favorite, yeah. The stuff that does all the moving and makes all the noise.
Parents as teachers, we do home visiting, and a lot of people are familiar with that. What they don't know is we do have a lot of these group connections where families can get together and they can kind of meet each other and get to know other families and parents who have children with the same age, so they can maybe even see each other out and about in Nixa again at the park and get together and play and come here and do this as well. So our group connections are really important to really get our community together and to get our families together as well.
We write it down when they put out the events and make sure we make it happen. Yeah, it's a good way to meet other families and in the area.
When they see the school bus, when they see the lawnmower, when they see the ambulance and the police car, their faces just light up and they are so excited to be here. And it just makes all the hard work that everybody puts in to do this just more enjoyable and rewarding.
the more hands-off we are, the better Ferris wheels we get. Because they're actually learning to like think through, problem solve, teamwork, like all the things you'd want to teach kids to do, they're doing it on their own without us intervening. Now, of course, you know, we might have to jump in every now and then, but for the most part, we're like, where do you want the hot glue? Why did you design it that way? And we're just leading with those critical thinking questions, and they're creating amazing designs.
So first, we decided to do just popsicle sticks right here and also a smaller base, and then we decided that we wanted to make a really big one, so we made a bigger base, bigger wheels, and we used straws. And then the yarn, we were gonna pull it and then it would spin, but that didn't work so well, so we used the dowel.
This side was a lot easier because we had hot glue, but then they started not letting us use hot glue because they figured it was going by quicker. So this side we really struggled with, because this side we only had normal glue, which takes a long time to dry and it's a lot more flimsy, and tape. So this is normal glue with tape over it before it even could dry.
Here's our standard. We have to create a problem and create a design and solve a problem. And with engineering, like, they're just learning this didn't work. You know, like, oh, it doesn't spin. Okay, I could jump in and say, this is why it doesn't spin, remember? But it's so much more powerful to their learning when they go back and say, you know what, we messed up. Our axle is not spinning and this is why our Ferris wheel isn't working. And then they make that connection and they fix it. They are so proud of themselves because they did it themselves.
I was really frustrated because the base, so we had it like right here glued, and then the next day we figured out it just fell.
What I wrote down in my notebook is that we did disagree quite a bit because honestly, I don't work well with groups. I don't know about them. I mean, I'm one of those people who works better alone, but at least like these people are my friends, so I do work better with my friends than just random people in my class.
Building can take a long time, and that you need to have the right things to build it with, and just lots of time. Don't get frustrated, it's just to see if you can do it.
To all the people who will probably be doing this next year if they're in 3rd grade, try not to give up, even though it seems really hard. Just keep trying because it's gonna be hard at first. Honestly, the first time that this fell over in the beginning, I was ready to cry because I didn't have any faith we were gonna be able to make it. And here we are standing in the hall getting interviewed because we actually did make it.
Well, teaching in itself is an interesting profession, and I love it, and I'm so passionate about it, and I'm thankful for that because it is a hard job. There's a lot of teachers that really struggle to keep that passion going, and you have to kind of change things up and have that perspective and love and passion for kids and remember your why. So I think just having that energy, which sometimes you have to pull from the kids in order to find it, but that's a big piece of it. And I think as a teacher, I'm very fortunate to be in a district that is this amazing with education and community support. And there's a lot of districts in the world that don't have that, and that helps a great deal.
Our teachers played a big role that day in making that plan come to fruition. So without our teachers opening their classrooms, I don't think the day would have been what it was. And so we really appreciate our teachers. Our Nixa teachers are always very open door policy, and I really appreciate that.
So it was a teacher recruitment day, and I went and volunteered with kindergartners, Miss Edwards' class. And basically the entire day I just watched her, saw how she taught, saw different things that she did, helped the students whenever they needed it, and like participated in whatever activities they did. And I just kind of got gravitated towards it, and it was a nice opportunity, and I got a lot of insight out of it.
I absolutely loved that day. Something that I found very interesting was I plan on going and teaching high school students, but I got to work with fourth graders that day. And I love just learning about how some of the differences are in the way that like your relationships are with the students and with the parents. And it was very interesting talking to the teacher and some of the things they did in the classroom.
I would say more than ever, being a teacher can make a difference in a child's life because society has changed a bit. We are very technology focused and we've been a little isolated from each other. So more than ever, we need people in the classrooms that will provide relationships and caring and emotional support. And so I think more than ever, we need teachers that make a difference in the classroom.
This has just been like a really fun kickoff for fall, and they're so used to seeing pumpkins around, but they don't necessarily know a lot about them. So them getting to learn about like the life cycle and all the parts of them and getting to really explore them and then see them catapulted and at the pumpkin patch was really cool for them.
In the pumpkin patch, it was very fun, and also without even help, went through the maze by myself. And also like I did find the one big pumpkin. I had a lot of fun there, even a lot of fun riding on the tractor. I think the best part learning about pumpkins was I was counting pumpkins when we got back to school, and my funnest part about pumpkins was just having fun. I took a picture from my mom. I painted my pumpkin what I got.
The week leading up to the field trip, we did like some pumpkin stuff, like learning about like the life cycle and everything before we went. And then we went and like they got to see all the pumpkins and everything and kind of learned about all of that, getting to see it like there in person. And then we kept doing pumpkins after that, and they got to like explore the insides of them and like take the seeds out and do all that. And then we did the force and motion stuff.
I picked one spot to go far. A smaller thing went even like twice the size of it. Twice the size. It just went like, whee! Just went the short distance.
So leading up to the actual big catapult that we did, I told my class we were going to learn about force and motion and what those words mean and how we see that in everyday life. And we read a pumpkin story called The Runaway Pumpkin, and we learned what it means for something to be runaway. And they learned that the pumpkin had to be pushed for it to be runaway and start rolling, and that was the force that caused it to be in motion. And we used that story to actually talk about pushes and pulls, and then we got to actually practice it in our classroom before going out and seeing the big one. They got spoons and they catapulted some little pom-pom pumpkins, so then getting to see the real thing and different things getting catapulted was really cool for them. They were very excited.
When they come outside, we want them to be active, and we want them to run, and we want them to play, and we want them to explore. And when you have a new piece, or you have a piece with several different components to it, then it allows them to just get to see different areas of it and to just play and to learn new things. And this one has 3 slides and it has different areas, so they can just go about and run and play and say, hey guys, this part's cool, come up here. And so
Halftime, Nixa leads over the Glendale Falcons. Nixa's offense has looked really great. Just the defense has been a little bit shaken up. I mean, it's 0 points put on the scoreboard, but once you look at it, I mean, Joel Rover, 3 receptions, 82 yards. Newberry, 10 for 18, 147 yards, 1 interception. It's just what's going on the Nixa secondary has been kind of a struggle, and we're kind of worried about what we're going to see when we play better teams down the road.
Yeah, I think their corners are getting beaten press coverage, and what they're doing a lot is running zone as well. The zone, they're just able to find the crossing routes in the middle where no one is, and called the soft spot in the zone, and they're just hitting it right there. And I think Nixa, they got to somehow mix the man in zone. You know, cover 2 man, have the 2 safeties deep, everyone else man have to kind of keep everything in front of you. Don't let anything deep. And like you said, Joel Rover, they can't let him get deep because he's shown that he can catch the deep ball, especially over their best cornerback, Randy Flint. And the scoreboard, 28-0, that doesn't show how close this game is, in my opinion. Glendale's easily 4 or 5 plays away from tying this game up.
Yeah, 100%. Joel Rover has been, in my opinion, the greatest player we've seen in this game. I mean, not this game, not the game of football, but the game of the Nixa Eagles versus Glendale. He's been absolutely lights out. He's a great person on the field, man. He's just, and one play was underthrown, and if Ty Kellis would have got the little finger on it, he would have went up and caught it because he jumped so high and went over. He's got hops, and he can play really well. He's only a sophomore, too, so the COC is going to have to put up with him for a long time.
Yeah, you mentioned his athleticism. Obviously, whenever you cut Randy Flynn over there, he's near the 40-yard line. It was an underthrown ball as well, but he got down low and caught it, and it just shows that crazy athleticism. He also plays basketball, and he's very athletic as well. And this Glendale team, I like what I've seen, and I like the passing that they have. It's always 5 wide, and it's really messing with Nixa's secondary as well, but the passing attack has really been helping in this game.
Nixa on the ground, Dylan LeBron, 19 carries, 170 yards, 3 touchdowns. Man, he had 6 touchdowns last week on the same pace this week. He's just so lights out on the run game, and he's such a great player on the field, and he's been really impressive. Adam McKnight, 8 for 10, 152 yards, 1 touchdown, with Kevon Flint being his primary target, 2 receptions, 63 yards, and he has the only touchdown reception today for the Nixa Eagles. Just the offensive side has looked really good, and that's not been a question. It's just been the defense. That's going to be the most important part as we continue to go through the playoffs and deeper and play better teams in the Kansas City and St. Louis area.
Yeah, and McKnight would have another touchdown if it wasn't for one thing that's killing them, their offense, which is penalties. They've gotten a couple false starts. They had a PI on defense. They had an eligible man downfield holding. It's all over the place with penalties, and McKnight has played well, but he could have some more passing touchdowns if it weren't for penalties, but he's been very efficient this game, and I like what I've seen from him as well. And as well as with Burrow, obviously doing what he usually does, 3 touchdowns, 170 yards on 20 carries. He's playing really well.
That's all we got for you guys on the field. About 8 minutes till second half starts. 28-0 is the score. Nixa continuing to dominate in COC football. We'll see you guys back in the booth when the second half begins.
Dude, this wind is griefing me, bro. Hey, the wind is so bad.
When they come outside, we want them to be active, and we want them to run, and we want them to play, and we want them to explore. And when you have a new piece, or you have a piece with several different components to it, then it allows them to just get to see different areas of it and to just play and to learn new things. And this one has 3 slides and it has different areas, so they can just go about and run and play and say, hey guys, this part's cool, come up here. And so it really, they collaborate well together.
I love the big slide, but it's really big and I love it. It's so fun. I like how it's pretty long. I love like long slides because they're super fun. And it has like a cool turn, and it's a little weird, but I like it.
We're super excited because our old playground equipment had been here for over 20 years, and so it was starting to wear and tear, and it was just time, due to safety concerns, that we replaced it. And the kids are just super excited about it, and it was just so exciting to see their joy when they got to see something new. So it was just a great piece and a great addition for us. It's a piece that's very versatile for all kids, and we can have our 5-year-olds on it, and we can have our 10-year-olds on it, and it's just a great piece. The other one was very small, and it didn't hold as many kids, and I can get quite a few kids on this piece, and they just enjoy it.
I slide down the big slide because it's very big and goes like this.
We want them to come out and just play. And when you have new pieces for them that are, you know, they're able, many of them, to get on it, and as you can hear the bells ringing, so that's something new, that they could just get outside and they just burn off all of their energy.
Oh, they love it. One day I was trying to say hi, but I heard like screaming. I'm like, wow, they love it so much.
I think that one of the greatest things about being a kid is that you can understand that science is literally everywhere around you every single day.
And so discovering the world through things that they're familiar with, like crayons or whatever other properties we're using, is so exciting to see.
We peeled all the wrapper off of them and we put them in water for 24 hours, and then the next day some of them were mushy, some of them were just like normal.
The crowns started obviously as regular crowns, and we took all the different brands. We took washable crowns and Crayola crowns and Crazart crowns, and then melted all of them down into just a new crayon.
We're putting crayons in these tube things. They're gonna melt and make crayons like that are different shapes that they usually are.
So our first farmers market is November 1st, and we're going to be selling some of the crayons. We're going to be selling, in our class we're doing ornaments as well, and a bunch of different fall and Christmas themed kind of things that will raise money for a farmers market and also for the garden to make it self-sustainable. I was thinking of second grade and their matter unit. I was like, this would be a perfect thing. It's upcycling. It would be low cost, just buying some molds. And the kids love to get dirty. As yesterday, their hands were all dirty with all the crayons, and it was so much fun to peel off the paper and then seeing how it goes from a solid to a liquid. And then we can sell some of their product, and they get to see how it benefits them and all the stuff they want to do in the garden in the spring.
Why I think it's fun is because I kind of like to get my hands all dirty and touch all the mushy stuff because I never have, and I think it's very fun to touch new stuff.
I am amazed that they can do it sometimes, but also I have no doubt that they could do it. They're the most capable kids that I know, so it's exciting to see them wander throughout science and then create and transfer that into their own lives.
Our fall festival is November 1st, right after Halloween, and so we're having people already up here at the school, and we'll be set up so that way people can come and purchase items for the farmers market, and that's our first one.
We're gonna make some money for the school. Yay!
running for the touchdown. Hand off to Burrow, but actually McKnight kept it. Knight used himself as Vincent. Touchdown, Eagles!
Too late, cause I'm here to stay, and these girls know that I'm nasty. I sent her back to her boyfriend with my handprint on her shit. City talking, we taking notes. Tell him I'll keep making posts. Wish he could, but he can't get close. OG so proud of me that he choking up while he making toast.
Gonna Field to kick off for Nixa.
Back here, sorry, a little bit of technical difficulties here in the booth. 28-0 is the score to start the second half. We're going to throw up the stats for that first half. Nixa, 8 completions, 152 yards, 21 rushing attempts, 183 yards, 335 total yards of offense, 10.5 average yards per play. The other side, 147 yards on only 10 completions, excuse me. 8 rushing attempts, 8 yards, and 155 total yards of offense. Glendale offense gets the ball here. What are you saying, Brady?
I'll say it after this play real quick.
Rolling out right, trying to hit him, and it can't. Broken up by Randy Flint. Randy Flint will help him up there.
But what I was saying, Nixa's defense has been all over Glendale's rushing game, and they kind of just shied away from it after. It just hasn't worked all night. Only 8 yards on 8 rushes, 1 yard per carry. So Nixa D-line has stepped up, which usually is the weak part, but their secondary obviously has not been very well. And Glendale, I think, needed that score going into halftime. Of course, they get the ball first here, and it would have helped them ginormously.
Quadruple out left. Screen pass in and out of the hands of the receiver. Third and 10. Trips out left, 2 to the right. Snap. QB keeper. Designed. He'll be down after a gain of 5. It'll be 4th and 5, deep in their own territory. Now the question is, what do they do here? And then the punter's got a leg, too. That's what I realized off that first punt. Man, he's got a boot.
Great job by the linebackers there. And the ends to collapse there and make sure that quarterback didn't get the first down, because he had a hole there and it closed quickly, but he shot through it, and Caden Keller was just able to trip him up, stop what could have been a big play.
Sandgren back to receive. His first punt return was pretty nice.
Yeah, he broke a couple tackles, stayed on his feet. Got some good yardage.
Snap. That one's a little bit low, the other one. McCoy Sullivan kills. Almost touches him on the bounce back. And be down to 36. Here comes the Nixa offense once again. Oakley White is out. That was not him at center when in that last sequence of the play of the game, or that half, I should say. So Oakley White is out for the rest of the game. He said he feels fine. Just extra precaution not to go back in after having something like that going on.
Probably smart with the lead that they have on the scoreboard so far.
Snap to McKnight. It's a flag.
It's looking like too many men on the field.
It is 12.
Maybe a missed substitution or confusion, obviously, with the coaches and players.
Roberto up the middle, and he's got lots of room. Vincent blocking in front of him. He'll hit the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. First offensive play, and Del Roberto to get some on the board.
And that was great vision from Roberto. It looked like he wanted to go inside, but then he hit a little move and bounced it outside, and it was the right decision. Great blocking from the receivers, like he said, and there it was, the fake inside, and great blocking. And for the pylon. And he's up to 4 on the day now, and Nixa now with the extra point will be 35-0 over Glendale, who just has gotten opportunities but just hasn't been able to connect.
Extra point is good, 35-0.
The score is Nixa 35, Glendale 0.
10:41 remaining in this third quarter. Del Roberto continues to dominate. He's at 4. He broke the school record last week with most rushing touchdowns with 6.
Yeah, that's absolute insanity. That it's like he had Vaseline on that whole game. He was slipping off every tackle. No one could take him down. Special game to watch as he put his name in the history books. He's trying to do it with the season record too, trying to get that season rushing yards.
He's trying to break Ramon Green's all-time record, but that's going to be a hard one to catch, as Ramon Green has been one of the greatest running backs in Nixa football history, if not the greatest, to ever put on the Nixa Eagles uniform. Here's the kickoff. Take out the 5. Kerman will go right. Be taken down around the 20-yard line.
Cameron Major with the return for the Falcons. They have the ball first down on their 20-yard line.
So Roberto passes 200 yards on that carry for the touchdown. That puts him at 20 carries, 201 yards, and 4 touchdowns. McKnight has 1 carry for 8 yards, and Kevon Flint has 1 for 5.
And with the deficit Glendale's facing here, I would say, maybe want to pass the ball more, but they've been passing all game, which is rare to see, but it looks like that Nixa's defense has adjusted to it there on the last drive after a couple screen passes were called and did no good.
QB keeper will get him 5. I think now they're trying to bait a spy.
Peyton Covell with the tackle. It is second down.
Get a spy on the quarterback maybe to
open up another passing lane as they finally adjusted, but now they're trying to get Cash Newberry settled in on the run. Newberry empty set. Quadruple out left. That one will get the first. Breaks away. And it'll be taken down to 42 by Parker Mann. And,
Parker Mann with the tackle.
Glendale receiver slow get up.
For a Glendale Falcon.
Camden Belmai. He stays on the field, though.
And there's another throw over the middle that just broke, once again, broken coverage, and Nixa's secondary, which has been a theme this game, is just wide open and was able to haul it in. Broke a couple tackles to get the first down.
Quadruple out left once again. Newberry will keep it. He'll head right. Big hit on the sideline until we got 2 yards short of the line of game.
Cash Newberry with the carry. Anthony Ramey with the tackle for Nixa.
Ramey gets a tackle. That's a good name to hear to get a tackle after.
It is second down.
He struggled to come back after being taken out in the week 1 game against Republic. Dirty hit below the knees, injured him, and now he finally gets to play a full game here in Glendale, which has been beautiful to see. Super proud of that guy, as he's a really great football player and even great person off the field. 2nd and 1. Hillbeats wrapped up and for a sack. And now that 2nd and short turns into a 3rd and long.
You could sense that heat coming right whenever the play started. You filled the box up with just blitzers on both sides. I watched them all coming in and just collapsed the offensive line. There was more guys blitzing than they could block, than they had blocking, and they easily got to the quarterback.
Third and 5. Can he use his legs again? Going right. Wrapped up on McCoy Sullivan, but after he gets the first.
Cash Newberry with the carry.
Cash Newberry, there's another great play from him, and he's just playing so smart this game, and right there he used his legs to get the first down, and it questions like the 35-0 score, because this offense has just been so good this game, and they've passed a lot. Like we've noticed that it's been successful, and you don't see a lot of passing nowadays in high school football, but just they've been shooting themselves in the foot this whole game, and they're quite literally a couple plays from being in a closer game with them.
Glendale is just like an annoying Madden offense you face. I mean, they continue to pass, and then once nothing opens up, then the QB just scrambles. I mean, it's annoying to play.
Yeah, and after watching a full game from them, it makes me question their record. I wonder how they don't have more wins.
Dropping back is Newberry. Getting chased by Carter Fangro, gets pushed into McCoy Sullivan.
Cash Newberry with the carry. Carter Fangro with the tackle. It is 2nd down.
Screen pass for the Falcons. Gets a couple. It'll be 3rd and short.
Complete to Jalen Lockett. Reed Wilson with the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd down.
And there's a name that's come up a lot tonight, Reed Wilson, that we haven't really heard a lot this season. He had a big play earlier. I can't remember what it was. I think it was a sack in the backfield, and then another tackle from him. He's playing well.
Check down, thrown low, intended for number 11, Joel Rover.
Just had a lot of heat in his face there, and he's saying, my bad, and he couldn't deliver a good throw there, which is one of his only bad throws for tonight. He's been playing well this game.
$35-0 here. Glendale looking to get on the board. 4th down. Check down. Blown up, but he got the first, it looks like. Falcons move the chains once again.
That's good hands by Camden Bellamy on the catch. He got blown up like he said. He was able to haul it in and secure the catch. He knew the hit was coming, but he was able to hold on. It's a great catch there.
First and 10. To the left. There's 3 receivers, right? 2. Newberry takes the snap, looking to go deep. Underthrown, picked up by Flint. He's got to get out of the end zone, though, as he continues to return the ball with a wall of blockers. They take out 21, and an underthrown ball. And great coverage by Randy Flint. And that's some redemption for what's going on earlier in the game.
Yeah, and he was looking deep for Joel Rover again. He's been having big plays all game. He's been kind of their momentum shifter, and that one just underthrown, and Flint was there to get his revenge on Rover, what he's been looking for all game.
You've talked about Glendale shooting themselves in the foot all game, and that was a beautiful drive they just put together. But then now, they do the exact same thing.
Yeah, and there it is. Like, yeah, you just mentioned another play that's just taking away from their points, which not right now they have a goose egg, but they could easily have over 20.
To the left, it's Flint and Vincent. McKnight looking deep. Going to go to Vincent in one-on-one coverage. Overthrown.
And a rare overthrow from McKnight. He's usually just on point, but he's looking for his favorite target, Wyatt Vincent, there, and couldn't connect.
Now we're going to go to the sideline with DK Nelson.
The Nixa Eagles are currently up 35-0, looking to push their winning streak to 9 on the season in their last regular game season going into the playoffs. They're looking to make it past their first round exit in the state race. Thank you. Back to you guys in the booth.
Handoff for Burrow up the middle. Hole opens up. He breaks through 1. Taken down at the 43, and he continues to rain on the Glendale defense.
And it's just one of the typical Dylan Ribeiro runs right there, breaking tackles all the way through and able to get some more. And I wonder what his stat is for yards after contact. If you've been following college football, obviously Ashton Jeanty, has most rushing yards, and then the third most rushing yards in college football is his yards after contact, and it's got to be something like that for Ribeiro, because his yards after contact is insane. He just refuses to go down.
Official timeout.
I feel like we've talked about this Nixa defense not being their best tonight, that we've overshadowed how great this Nixa offense has played tonight.
McKnight rolling left. Flag comes in. Almost picked off, looking for Kevon Flint there.
I think it's going to be holding on the Eagles.
It will be.
That was a dart from McKnight, though, on the run, looking for Flint. Almost hauled it in. Tight coverage there from a cornerback, though.
Look at the Nixa Live truck. There's that McKnight. Still in the field here in the third quarter, which has been kind of weird.
Yeah, and McKnight has been having himself a game. 8 for 11, 152 and a touchdown. I don't think there's been a game where McKnight's necessarily been bad.
Yeah.
Really. He's been really efficient this year.
Check down, Meltebarger.
And that's a connection we want to see grow between those two, obviously. I know they're good buddies off the field, him and Meltebarger. But just the connection hasn't been there this year. McKnight's overthrown him a couple times, and Meltebarger's been kind of getting guarded well, but there he finds him in the middle of the zone. That's what they've been doing. That's where you want to use your tight end, on those mid-yard plays.
McKnight takes the snap. Hands off for Burrow left side. Burrow finds a hole, breaking left, puts the shoulder down. He'll be short of the first down. It will be about 2nd and 1 as the clock continues to run here in Springfield, Missouri.
And on the tackle, Jalen Lockett, he plays both sides, wide receiver and linebacker, streaking across the field there. Great hustle over to get the tackle. Now they got him in another third down situation, which we've seen so much tonight, but they just haven't been able to get the stop. If they won't, this won't be the time they get it. Burrow gets an easy run once again.
Burrow move the chains. And this will wind us down to the fourth quarter with the turbo clock. 35-0 is the score. We're going to step aside. You'll hear from our platinum sponsor, Air Services, All Services.
Services today.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. With over 60 years of expertise, we offer fast same-day service, top quality products, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Home issues shouldn't sideline your day. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous. Call Air Services today.
McKnight looking deep. Finds Flint on the crossing. Spin moves out of one, and it'll go to the end zone. Kevon Flint continues to dominate in his comeback to varsity football.
It was a great catch from Kevon Flint. He had the man right on him, coming in to try to pick the ball off, but he secures the catch and spins off. And it was green grass ahead of him. He uses his great speed to run into the end zone. Yeah, right there, look at it again. He had the man coming in on him, and he's a great catch.
Extra point from Kimke's good. That'll make it 42-0.
Glendale 0.
Here's another look at that. Wow.
Other great
What a catch by Flint. Go out there and get that one. Barely.
I think if he's there just a half second quicker, that might be McKnight's first interception of the season.
But he wasn't. What a great job there by McKnight to get it to Flint quickly, and Flint to run that one in for end zone for the touchdown. Now we're going to take a look at our crew for tonight. Dalton Herring directing, Jordan Burns, our teacher. Great job by him every time. He's just a great person. I'm Aiden Hopkins, play-by-play announcer. Brady Richard, color. On wide shot, Annalise Chambers. Emmett Gray's our tight shot. Elijah Adams. There's Annalise and Emmett Gray. Elijah Adams is our wireless cam A. Keith Sanchez our wireless cam B. But that kick will stay in bounds after a great kick. Whoa, what?
Looks like I think they're going to roll him stepping out of bounds over there.
Wireless cam C, James Grother. There he is right there. Eli Ziga, the graphics specialist. James Falkenberry, the graphics assistant. There's Keith Sanchez. Evan Brett, replay operator. And DK Nelson, the sideline reporter. You've heard from him a couple times tonight. So what they're saying that Glendale stepped out on his own. So they'll be down at the 4. Now that's just, once again, shoot themselves in the foot.
Yeah, could have easily just let that ball go in the back of the end zone as well, but decided to keep it, and it doesn't work out in his favor. And like you said, just shooting yourself in your foot. Another costly mistake that could give them trouble here if Nixa is able to get home.
Low snap in the end zone. Check down. Blown up immediately. But got some yardage there. That'll get him out of the end zone. But down at the 10. Didn't make it
Second and 4.
Yeah, like you said, low snap almost put them in safety range where some bad things could have happened, but he was able to get the ball out quickly, and forward progress got him all the way to the 10. Right there. Another almost costly mistake.
42-0. Falcons looking to get on the board. Keeping it going right and doesn't get anything. If I know Ross, he took a big hit there. And Cash Newberry, man, he's a great player. He's impressed me all day.
Yeah, it kind of looked like he wanted to go up the middle, but was blown up immediately. So tried to bounce it outside, but Caden Kelly tracked him down. But like you were saying, Cash Newberry, he's played great tonight. Obviously, team is getting shut out 42-0, but he's been slinging the ball around, which you don't see a lot in high school football. And I think he's made some great throws, especially to, it looks like his favorite target, Joel Rover. I mean, they really haven't targeted here in the second half.
Check down again. They're going to give him the first. That will be changed for the Falcons.
And there's a great string of plays together for the Falcons to help them get out of the danger zone right next to their own end zone. But whenever you're so close, you see a lot of running plays because you're scared to get a sack and get a safety. But right there, they trust their passing game, what's been working all game, and they're able to get them some breathing room now. So I could see possibly them maybe taking a shot here after a couple short plays.
Now's your chance to vote for player of the game on X. You can vote there as Newberry's being hurried again. Throwing it deep. Has a man overthrown, though.
And I think that was a good pass, but his man downfield just kind of stopped running. He was open, obviously, over the two people next to him. That's number 15, Liam Wormington, was down there.
Second down for the Falcons.
But yeah, I think it was a good pass there. He just kind of stopped running, gave up on the ball, but another chance for Glendale that they weren't able to convert.
Once again, if you'd like to vote for player of the game, AIDENHOPKINS_ on X. Keep that up a little bit longer so we can see that. Get there. Get some votes in. We're going to do one offensive, one defensive. Check down. In.
Finds his favorite target, Rover, once again. He's kind of been quiet ever since the second big play he had.
That'll bring up third down.
Here's a snap. Handoff to the left. Something we haven't seen at all today.
Yeah, we have not seen the handoff a lot, but there's a pretty good run for about maybe 6 or 7 yards up the left side. Good move on Weldon. Able to finally wrapped down by Randy Flint.
Snap. Dropping back. Looking for the screen. Falls right at.
I think there was fear put in his eyes right there.
Yeah, he saw Carter Fangro flying in there.
Yeah, I saw Carter Fangro, and that was danger to him, and he just kind of fell over, tried to make a move. Now 2nd and 10 for Glendale. Haven't taken a kind of scheme deep pass in a while, I'd say. They had that deep pass there on the run, but I think that was just kind of scramble drill, get open.
Up the middle. Move the chains. And I think that's the exact play that won then the game versus Ozark. Same exact receiver, same exact sequence there. I think that was the exact same thing that happened.
And they've ran that play multiple times tonight, and it's worked almost every single time. It got called back once because of a penalty, but I'm surprised they don't run it more. And maybe whenever they throw those interceptions and stuff, that might just be their play to run light back on instead of testing new things, because kind of like how they just used Dylan, Rivera, and Nixa to run the ball, they can just look over the middle on that pass and get an easy first down.
Looking left, can't get anything. He'll be taken down right where he was. Trevor Heeman with the reception there.
Right there, he just got rid of it quick. Nowhere for Heeman to work with. It's wrapped up in the flat by Fangro and Weldon.
Going left. Taken down about 5 yards short of the line of game.
Tobias Thompson with the tackle.
In Glendale, kind of like Ozark, they have a lot of weapons on this offense, but I think they just need to use them better. Right there, Lockett, he's been a great player tonight. He's had some catches. Obviously Rover, but they can just kind of get better scheming, get them open more. They need to establish the run as well. If they could establish the run, that'd open up their pass even more, and I think they could be a really good team, because obviously their pass game has been strong, but if they can get that run going and keep defenses guessing, I think they could be really good. Just strike over the middle.
With the chains.
Newberry's pass complete to Liam Worthington. Carter Fangro with the tackle. That play is good for another Glendale Falcon.
Worthington has gotten some good catches this drive right there. A little bit behind him, but he hauls it in. Another playmaker that they have that they could have used more this game. But
a little bit of news for Nixa Volley Eagles. They take down Lebanon to move on to the district championship. That pass is up the middle and blown up after the first, but yeah, Nixa will face, I believe, Ozark in the volleyball district championship, which is big.
Yeah, and I hate to interrupt, but right there, that is an absolute dime right there in the middle on the sling. He threw it into almost double coverage. He had to throw a perfect ball right there. Newberry, and I've seen only great things from him tonight. Right there, that's a laser strike into the middle of the Nixa defense.
Jump ball. Over. No. Really? I think that was a little bit of a dive there. I don't think that was a push at all.
We'll see on the replay. Looking deep. I think they're going to get him for tripping him, just getting up on his legs there. But yeah, a little bit of an overthrow, I think, influenced that call.
Pass interference is the call against Nixa.
Yeah, just kind of been a rough game for the secondary so far. They've had 2 PIs, which I don't think we've even seen that called on them yet this year. Maybe once, and then they've been allowing a lot of catches. Yeah, this gets tripped up there.
I don't think that's not catchable. So Glendale enters the red zone here, looking to get something on the board before this game ends. Tipped up in the air and picked off. And he might take it all the way. Carter Fairgrove's got one man to beat. Hit out of bounds at the 50. And wow. Had a chance to score, and you said it multiple times today, they just shot themselves in the foot.
And that's just heartbreak for Cash Newberry. They were finally in the red zone, finally so close, but right there, just a high pass. It's tipped in the air and is easily picked off, and at least he got him out of bounds there at the end, because that was a big play for the Eagles, and that'll seal the game right there.
In and out of the hands of Rovers. We're going to step aside and go to the sideline with DK Nelson. Handoff at the middle. I'll get 9. Now we're going to go see DK Nelson.
I'm DK Nelson reporting live from Glendale, Missouri. The Nixa Eagles have came away with their second interception of the game. The student section is ecstatic for this game. The Nixa Eagles are now looking forward to the playoffs and eventually the state championship.
Thank you, DK. There's a run right there. Cade Shaw.
Hogan Waldowski with the tackle. That is the first down.
So JV is in as the clock will wind down, and Nixa will continue their COC football win streak. They have one building in basketball as well. Nixa will have a bye week for districts, so they will take a break, and then I haven't looked at the scores around the COC today. And we'll be hearing from 2 different players on the Eagles sideline after the game. We will hear from Kevon Flint. Oh, McKnight beat Flint out by 1 vote. So we're gonna go with McKnight and Flint. So Adam McKnight, Kevon Flint, you'll hear from them. Wow, McKnight is beating Flint by 1 vote.
Your score.
So DK Nelson will talk to those 2 after the game. 42-0 is the score. For the producer, Jordan Burns, director, Dalton Herring, I'm Aiden Hopkins, my partner, Brady Richard. Nixa Eagles are 9-0. 1 week off, and we'll see you guys back at Eagle Stadium for district football. See you guys then.
And fans, remember, from the first practice to the season opener, you waited for your kid to have this shot. Then one play and bam, you're both waiting in the ER for a broken
After
leg.
McKnight.
No one likes to wait.
They'll take the handoff.
With Mercy Orthopedic walk-in care, just walk in.
It's too easy.
Specialist and move on.
And not just wait for the second half.
Strips out left for the Falcons. Pocket collapses. Quarterback trying to get away. Breaks back 2 tackles. And he'll get back to the line again. That was very impressive there.
Walk in.
Here's a snap. Jump ball thrown to Flint. He caught that. Down at the 4. Here's a snap. Jump ball thrown to Flint. He caught that. Down at the 4 already. Here's a snap. They're looking for the deep ball. Blown up, but he still caught it. That'll move the chains, and what a play call there as this Nixa. McKnight fakes the handoff. He's rolling right. No one to throw to, so he'll throw it to Kevon Flint. He breaks left, and he'll get taken down at the 8. McKnight fakes the handoff. He's rolling right. No one to throw to, so he'll throw it to Kevon Flint. He breaks left, and he'll get taken down at the 8. Here comes Flint. Handoff for Burrow up the middle. Breaking left. He'll go in the end zone for his first of the day.
It's a pregame. Glendale's going to need some big plays, and here he is looking to cook up another one.
Newberry by himself. Taken down from behind. He didn't see the person behind him, but he gets put set. Pass back to Gibson. Gibson looking deep for Vincent, who's in double coverage. Vincent had to play a little. Handoff to Roberto left side. He'll keep trucking, and he'll put the shoulder down and go in the end zone. Is looking to go deep again. Overthrow picked up by Parker Mann. He'll continue to run, take a big hit at the 25, and that's handoff for Burrow. continues to cut, has Jackson Campbell right in front of him. That's the person you want. Continuing to drag people
side.
up the middle. That'll be the first down. And snap. Pocket starting to collapse. Taken down from behind. Number 20. McKnight will check it down to Ribera. Ribero's juke one defender. He'll go down at the 35. This we're going to use that to escape one, and he does. Wow.
He's got Flynn over the middle.
Wide open Ribera. Easiest catch ever. Touchdown Eagles.
That they're downfield.
McKnight will hit Flint. Flint's got a hook and ladder to Vincent. Vincent's going to hit at the middle, and he's going to be taken down at the 5. And Ribera up the middle. And he's got lots of room. Vincent blocking in front of him. He'll hit the end zone. Touchdown Eagles. Out left. That one will get the first. Breaks away. And it'll be taken down at the 42. 2nd and 1. He'll be wrapped up and for a sack. Takes the snap, looking to go deep. Underthrown, picked up by Flint. He's got to get out of the end zone, though, as he continues to return the ball with a wall of blockers. He'll take out 21 and an underthrown ball. McKnight looking deep. Finds Flint on the crossing. Spin moves out of one, and he'll go to the end zone. Keep on Flint. He gets something on the board before this game ends. Tipped up in the air and picked off. And he might take it all the way. Carter Fairgrove's got one man to beat. Hit out of bounds at the 50.
I'm DK Nelson, and with Kevon Flint and Adam McKnight. Kevon, you're coming back off of an injury, caught a touchdown pass early. How does that feel?
It feels great. I mean, last week I probably could have played, but coach told me to miss just because they want me back at 100% and they don't want that ankle injury lingering. But it was great to be back on the field with all the players that I love.
Yes, sir. And Adam, how do you feel about Kevon being back?
It's definitely a plus. I'm the best receivers in the state back, and I mean, you can just, it's a trust level we got out there. So we're a family, and when you get it back into the picture, it works out good.
And now, obviously, looking forward to playoffs. What are you guys most excited for in that?
See the run that we can make. I mean, I just want to make our community proud and win a state championship.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Everything we can just put everything together, and we can go to state.
Thank you and good luck.
Thank you.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services today.
Don't fumble when it comes to your home's comfort. Our Air Services team is on the ball with all your HVAC, plumbing, and electrical needs. With over 60 years of expertise, we offer fast same-day service, top quality products, and 100% satisfaction guarantee. Home issues shouldn't sideline your day. Get in touch with us today and score your peace of mind.
Don't get nervous, call Air Services.
This cam too good too.